What is up, Vitality Mill family? So, I am I'm a few different things. I am super excited. I'm super excited about 2022. I'm super excited about what we are building inside of the Vitality Mill and Stretch U, and even in our online training as well. I'm uh, I'm excited about and I'm clear on what we need to do and what we can do to level things up even more in 2022. And that's what I wanted to discuss a little bit with you today on a few things that's going to happen. Some of the things that we want to do is we want to raise the standards. Um, as I have gotten older, one of the things that I just don't have the energy for anymore is to chase individuals down, is to babysit. I want to coach you. I want to lead you in the right direction. I want to hold you accountable. I want to help you get results like you've never seen before. But I think we can both agree that as being grown adults, us having to chase you down is something that we just don't want to play that game anymore. We'd just rather, hey, let's raise our hands and say we need some help so we can be there to help you. And so in doing that, we've got to raise the standards. And what we want to do is like we've seen like that top 25% of clients that come in that get the best results. What we've done is we've looked at and seen like what are they doing? And what I want you to understand is a lot of it's not hard stuff. It's about being simple and consistent. I think that's probably one of my biggest insights over this last year was hard doesn't win because willpower will run out, and when willpower runs out, then you're stuck and you're kind of set in the same place that you were, or you dig yourself even more of a hole because then we beat ourselves up and stuff for the results that we've lost from there. So I wanted to really break down a few different things for you so you kind of know what is some of the changes that are happening. Now, you've seen some of the changes already. We have peak week after every 90 days. Our 90-day programs that we're working inside of the Vitality Mill right now is Unbreakable that we're running through. It is a three-part, so three sections to it, and every month we change it up. So we get better for 4 weeks. We focus on these lifts and get better and improve on them, and then we switch it up and get our bodies having to guess again. And then we do that a third week, and then we will go into peak week. Peak week, big focus on peak week is you beating your own times, but then also having something to work towards the next 90 days. And that's exactly where I want to go into this next part is we really need to have a few different things at all times. You need to have a mission that you're working towards. Like that's clear to me. It's like we all need to have a mission, something we're working towards. So, and I will talk to more about that in the how you get there in possible games, which I'll be explaining here in a little bit. Also, you need a plan. The plan don't have to be difficult, don't have to be hard, but a plan creates discipline. And we need to have a plan and a weekly plan that we're working, but also a quarterly plan and kind of build it from there. So like for me, I have a 3-year, a year, a 90-day, monthly, weekly, daily plan that I'm working on a daily basis. I know that sounds like, oh, Seth, that sounds like so much and I've got so much, but I want you to understand that it actually helps you expand your capacity to work through. Expand your capacity to be able to grow more because you're actually, life becomes fun again. And that's exactly what I want to break down for you as far as that goes. And I did that also inside of my book that you can really get more detail, but I'm going to lay it all out for you as far as that stuff goes. Now, in saying that, accountability, that's the next part. So the three parts that you need a mission, you need a plan, you need accountability. You need somebody that's going to hold you accountable. And that comes with you holding yourself accountable too. And the way we're going to be able to do that moving forward, I'm going to explain in just a few minutes. And how we're going to be able to track all this and be able to make sure that we're moving in the right direction. So let's say you go out of town and you're working in the Unbreakable program right now and you're going out of town. You can go to a gym and you can do your workouts through our app now. You can go in, it's My Coach app. If you're not on that, you definitely need to be on it. There's a lot of active clients right now that aren't on there. We've been really bringing the new clients that are coming in and putting them in that and getting that structure set up. So now it's set up. So now you guys that have been here for a while, jump in on that app. And big picture on that is you can accountability, you can conversate back and forth with us. You can answer questions on a weekly basis that we're going to be asking you. And what questions are a steering wheel of the mind. They're just going to help you unlock where you're the direction that you're wanting to go a lot faster. So you can answer the questions through there. But then also on top of that, you can take those workouts and be able to do them in other places as well. So a lot of benefits that we're going to be able to get through that as well. So what is the standard? Like, what's the standard that we need to set, that we need on a weekly basis? Well, like I just said before, we need a mission. We need something that we're working towards on a daily basis and a weekly basis and a quarterly basis, that we're putting our flag down and saying, hey, I'm going for that, and to go for it. For me, this next 90 days, it's to be more mobile and flexible. So I've hired one of my former coaches to draw me up a mobility and flexibility program that I'll do 15 minutes every morning. And I'll knock it out. The goal is to knock it out at least 80 times in the next 90 days. I haven't missed a day since I've been doing it because I like it and I feel good now, and I've gained some momentum from it. But how do we get to that point? How do we get to that point to where we know that what the mission is? How do we get to that point so we know how to set up the plan so we can work the plan? Well, that's exactly what I want to show you, and I'm going to show you at a seminar inside of the Vitality Mill. It'll be on December 11th. I think that's Saturday. If it's not, just look that date up, and of course I would be second guessing myself now, but it's either that Saturday, December 11th, or Saturday, December 13th. I think it's Saturday, December 11th, but it's on Saturday, where we're going to come in. I'm going to break down the impossible games and kind of give you a few insights on the life that I live, the game, and then how I've gamified it to where it's fun to live. It's fun to be working towards something, and every 90 days be going towards that. And what's cool is now we can integrate peak week inside of that, so you're going to be setting 90-day targets around your workouts, getting stronger, getting more flexible, getting more mobile, losing some weight, whatever it may be that you're wanting to work towards. So Impossible Games, I'll be breaking that down for you. I will be recording it as well. But for me, Impossible Games is, and just a kind of overview of it is, I can look at myself on top of a mountain, like my most elite version of who I am. I can see that guy on top of a mountain, and I can look at that right now, and that's impossible for me to get there when I look at that. That dude's walking on his hands. He's able to move without having any pain. He's light, and what I mean he's light, he's not carrying around extra body fat and stuff. He can be able to maneuver himself and move and feel comfortable when he takes his shirt off. So then when I look at that guy, I'm like, damn, I can't even, my wrist hurt from getting down in like push-up position. So how could I be able to put my head over my feet over my head and be able to walk on my hands? How would I be able to be that flexible and that mobile? And it's like, what has to happen is that's what you're seeing is this 90 days, it's working on getting more mobile and flexible. And the next thing you know, that's down. And then there's another level to that. But there's also another level to me getting lighter and making sure that I'm eating right and doing the right things. So there's focuses all over the place that we need to be putting into play. But first, you got to get clear on what it is you actually want. And I want to show you that at Impossible Games. I'll be sending you the more info on that, but make sure you're there. I'll help you set 90-day targets so we walk into 2022 clear on what we want and a path on the way to get there, while everybody else will be kind of wondering. They'll be setting the same goal. Well, I want to lose 200 pounds or 100 pounds this year. And it's like, okay, you said that last year and the week before, last year before that, and the last year before that. So, last part, set the standards. What's the standards for the Vitality Mill on a weekly basis that we want to see from you? One, we want to see at least 3 days a week. Like, that's the standard. Like, get in here at least 3 days a week. Make a commitment to that, to coming in 3 days a week. The other part of that, setting a fit for. What's the fit for? like looking at what are the 4 obstacles that you're dealing with inside of your health and fitness that are stopping you from getting the results that you want. What are those 4 obstacles? And then for every one of those obstacles, finding a simple solution that we can focus on through the week to work on. So then, like for me, it may be like I want to eat after 8 o'clock. Maybe it's stopping it where, hey, I can't eat after 8 o'clock. And then I tell my kids, or tell my kids, I tell my son, I tell my my wife, I tell them, like, this is what I want to do, and they hold me accountable to that. But if also I know on top of that, I can hold you accountable to that as well. But then to say, hey, I'm going to hit my 10,000 steps, or I'm going to hit 15,000 steps. I'm going to quit eating after 8 o'clock. I'm going to stretch 10 minutes at the end of every night. I'm going to do my 15 minutes mobility every morning as far as that goes. I'm just listing stuff out the way it can go. I'm going to get to bed by 8:30. I'm going to put my phone away by 7 o'clock. So we have these obstacles and find a solution for them, and then turn those in on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, so we can see that you're making progress on that. And then the other part, that's the data side of it. Like, we need to have a mission that we're working towards. So that's a part of it. Having a mission, turning in, making sure that you have your Fit 4, but then also on top of that, making sure that you're getting in here 3 times a week. And so that lets us know that we're going in the right direction. Also, what lets us know we're going in the right direction is the nutrition side of it, whether that's counting the calories or following the nutrition plan, but then how many steps are you getting in? And that's just what we want to level up on. We want to level up on the accountability. We want to level up on the standards, but we don't want to do it where we're having to chase you down. And so, like, that's why the app is going to be so powerful. So be at the Impossible Games. I said I'll record it, but now I'm going to say that I don't know if I'll record it, because I think that if I don't record it, that or if I don't record it, more of you will show up. And ultimately, what I want you to have everything that you signed up for, and I want you to be raving fans of the Vitality Mill. And the only way that we can make you raving fans is get you the results that you want and that you desire long term. And what I've seen is like, I'm over seeing individuals get results and then fall back into the same trap. So we have to have a mission, we have to have a plan, we have to have accountability, and we need to reset that every 90 days. And that's really the direction we're going to be focusing on in the next coming up year. And that's to benefit you. Ultimately, that's all it is. It's just systemize it to benefit you, because that's what I've seen the clients that succeed the most do. So I appreciate you listening to me ramble. If you have any questions on anything, if you need anything from me, we're gonna get you set up in the app. That's one of the things that we're really focused on doing. And then moving forward. I appreciate you guys. If you need anything from me, do not hesitate to reach out. Have a fantastic day. Talk